Hello and welcome to today's webinar. Here we are. Let's start with the news. Today we have about 20 minutes before the open. Main news for today. 90 minutes ago, Trump says Iran war could end soon as US blockades Iranian ports. More talks. Hormuz pipeline around looks worth the cost. Strait of Hormuz traffic barely affected on the first day of US blockade, data shows. That's 21 hours ago. Bank of America profit rises as trading shines. Sanctioned China tanker turns back to Strait of Hormuz day after Gulf exits 4 hours ago. Markets, equity. Let's check how the indexes are overnight. Index futures. Let's focus here. So we have flattish in Asia, flattish in Europe, and flattish on the Americas. This tells me just one thing. They're getting tired. We are opening their daily routine. So this is a chart. Let me give you the chart here, the link. So let me give you the link here. And for those on Discord, here's the link as well. And I can give you the YouTube link for the daily routine. And you on Discord, yes, here's the one for today. The economic calendar today, we have petroleum at 10:30. 8:30, we had the manufacturing index and import and export prices. Actuals, prior, revise, consensus. That's a month over month. And manufacturing indexes. Schlag is with the index barely in contraction territory for April. It seems the market is trading near the all-time high, the high of night, sorry, or the overnight, similar for NQ. Let me open so we can analyze this. What do we have? We have the bottom in this area, most of the indexes, right? As of the end of March. And from that is a clear sense to the upside. It is true that we are reaching an area here, S&P 500 area of pressure. here in Japan, not there yet. In the blue line, that is UK, not there yet. And Europe, it's right here, right? So we can say we are at the doors of resistance. This is relevant. Let me open this. Oh my bad. Hold on 1 second. I need to write this properly here. So we are at and this resistance is not a joke. It's relevant. This resistance is relevant. Let me give it to you here. Because it's close to all-time highs. We'll see this in this chart better. Let me put it in green so you can mark. Here we have the all-time highs. We are right there. Here we have the all-time highs, right? And here we have the all-time highs. So major indexes from around the world are at near all-time highs. Here you can say here we had a lock. Lock meaning not present of down days. Is not the strongest or the longest stretch of upside pressure in history, but we are getting there. In my opinion, this I can write and say too many days without pullback. And don't get me wrong, I am not going to try to look for the top, right? That's not my job. I'm not going to look for the top. Internals, on the other hand, are improving. Look, 300. Look, 215. It is true that it's not part of, let me put it in green, some price action there since the 6th, right? Since the 6th, so some price action there. This is not weak. This is not, you know, maybe you can nail the short and top, but it's not, this is not showing weakness. This chart is not showing weakness. I'll give you this on the chat so you have it. And for you, if you're in Discord, to get to Discord, go to rambots.com. That will get you there. Boop, 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 boop. Let me raise the numbers, and we have 10 minutes to go, so plenty of time. Volatility, it's at 18, sizable drop on the futures front month from almost 30, 27. Let me check. We have this here. The 1 day volatility was at 34. 1 day volatility now is 8. How many days? Time frame 1 month. Let me give me 3 months at least. Yes, let me save this. Save. Remember, if you want to download this template, just tell me. Tell me on social media. I want to download this template, so I'll give it to you. If not, just build it. It's not very complex. But hey, if I can save you 10 minutes, it's saving you 10 minutes. Fix. Here, I put it on the chat. VIX is at 20. It was trading at 30. So the 6, I want to see the 6. That is when the morning started coming into the market this day. So we opened that day around 24. Right, this gap is just because of the roll. So let me see the VIX. The 6 was here, 24. Now reaching these low levels on. Was this? Oh, that's no good. Financials, they improve a little bit, but not that much, right? Go focus on this. Still 160 subscribers. So if you want to get me to 100, to 200 first, then 500, and then 1,000. That's the goal. Just subscribe. I want to see what happens when I get to 1,000 subscribers. That's this. This is the idea of crude at 56% return year to date. Russell 1000 flat. S&P 500. What is the S&P 500? 1.7 as of the close of yesterday. So materials, energy, industrials, emerging markets above 10%. Only India is now below minus 10. And the 10-year bonds in India, Japan are still negative, together with Italy, with Germany, sir. Germany equity. 10-year Italy, down, but almost flat. Then we have all the European countries here, including the UK and the US, positive year-to-date on equities. So we have moved for negative territory in most of the indexes. South Korea, Japan, and Brazil still leading. Japan was leading more, but it is, remember, this is US dollars, but it gave back. What is a movement in the last 2 days here to watch? Oil, Bitcoin positive. Let me do it so you can see. I can do this. Oil, Bitcoin, all the equity indexes. Look at this, including Nikkei. Google, very good. Nvidia, very good. Silver, okay. So let's go and review those. Starting with oil. This is the trade we mentioned yesterday, going short here. And for oil to go down to 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio all the way to 65. I don't think it's going to go down as fast as it went down up. I might be wrong, of course. It's just what I think right now. It traded lower, but it became back. So it's weakening, right? This is weakening. I am more interested in how Apple and Amazon are behaving. This is inside the risk reward 1 to 3. Amazon just skyrocketed, approaching maybe all-time highs. Google, inside the risk reward ratio going to 3, right? They were up, and then Broadcom should be even more stronger. I don't have a trade here. This is history now. Nvidia, and Nvidia is helping because, hey, it's moving out. The question is, are we going to get a barrier here? And the tech is going to start doing this to later pull, right? Or there is no barrier, and yes, we start printing green candles on top here. Look at this. So one green candle, another green candle, another green candle, and another green candle off the chart, right? This trend line is now not valid anymore. History. Or the other thing that is happening, hey, we do have this range, right? Of the double the range is here. So this will allow us to go to all-time highs. If Nvidia goes to all-time highs, most likely the other stocks as well. Let's check Tesla because it was not one of the strongest. You can see it's not one of the strongest. Let me get an alert here. Alerts add above, sound email, chimes, and this is it. Let's see if Tesla go. And the other one is Palantir. Palantir. We can have as well downtrend line here. Here. Let's go there. And if we trade above 140, give me an email and change. So we are officially open. SPX almost to 7,000. Almost. We are not there yet. So now I am going to open all the trading terminals that are left. And what is it? So the trade station systems are long, huh? And it took a short on the NQ that exited. Yes, still long. And Russell, still long. So I can close this now. Let me connect. Let me take the picture for the market internals. And so far, I can say a strong internals, but waiting for sellers to show up. If they don't, there is only upside to capture slowly. I think slowly. Maybe they prove me wrong. Look at the SPX, it's right there, 30 points away from all-time highs. So I have Thinkorswim open, NinjaTrader, Interactive Brokers. I'm back. I am back. What do we have here? I mean, with this flattish price action, top of the range of the distribution. Push. Push. So SPX, S&P a new high. Sellers. More Vice. That's 50 points already. 50 points already. Now we'll go to 33. $66. So if you want to see buys, here are the buys, sellers there. Let me go.
Order filled.
First delta negative candle, -5 in the 1 minute, not coming down. Let me check here. 45 ish. 47. Fresh. Oops. 47.
Target filled. Order filled.
That's good. Without much stress. At 39. Did the sellers show up here? They're showing up there on the ES. They did not show up here yet on the NQ. But they are. They are in another time frame. Check the deltas. Delta chart. $39. Correct me if I'm wrong. 32, 31. From the 50s, sellers show up to 33. 29s. Market internals. Ticks now negative. Both of the ticks are now negative. Now at 15. It's unbelievable. It's April 15 already. Oof, time flies. Let me check top equities. Holding, not holding Google. Microsoft, Tesla breaking this trend line. Not holding metal. Broadcom is strong. And here is the diverse. So look at this chart. There's buying, but in the other chart, selling. Yeah. Here there is more selling. But in Q there is buying. These are the bands. We're looking for kinda like exhaustion. You see flat here, right on top for a long time, similar to this. NQ now buying a little bit. Refresh. So this was 60 minutes and 300 minutes, 60 seconds and 300. Sellers in control here. Recommend this. Refresh. Back to the 20s. up to 29 right quick. 35, that was fast. This shows who is in control. Ticks not even positive yet. We're heading to the highs in NQ. Let's see Russell. Dow Jones not. Dow Jones is at the low or the overnight low. So there is some rotation here. So we need to go to the 60s to be able to print. Mm, 36. Let's do this so you can see it better. Much better. I want to see the bears show up themselves here again. What happened to the years? We're not. Why are not at the highs? NQ, why are you tricking all of these guys? Infotech is positive. The rest of industries, except consumer communication and consumer discretionary, it's negative from the open. Market watch, not index watch. Give me the S&P 100. Now Oracle, Nike, MS, into CMR. Caterpillar, yeah, was one a huge leader. So the bears show up again themselves here at the 50s. But the delta show up, not big trades. Big trades did not show up, just delta. So I think this is just a retracement to do a buy. Risk reward. Let's see, go down to where 27. Let's see if we can go down to 27 before it goes to all-time highs. To today's high, sorry. But it's not going to do it. That was fast. On yes, look at this. Hello, yes. $56. Should do it very soon. There. Printed. $71 contracts, sellers. Wow, 16,000 contracts, not bad. The volume is there. Volume is there, definitely. Sticks are down now down again. $48. And yes, it's not lifting. Look at all this selling while the traders. 48 back to 50. Back to 50 and retrace to 40. Back at 50. The delta is positive, ticks are positive. Hey, say watch. Watch, 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 watch what problem you want to get into. Watch. Back to 48. All of these are trading near high. Nothing looking optimally bearish. There is sellers there. Definitely are sellers there.
Order fell.
Look at this. Let's see. 52. 48, 45. 46. There are sellers where they're not pressing. Refresh and refresh. The 51. Here, 72, 50, but they're not pressing. 48. Let's see if it goes to 30s for quick refill. They're not pressing. This is flat. This is flat.
Stop filled.
Yeah, that didn't work. I said, where do we get into? Negative deltas got me. Mm. Things are now positive. Delta are positive. Why is the yes not going? D on the yes. Back to 50. This baby. Bulls. No selling pressure. New high on NQ, not yes, not following yet. New high, 81.83. Not sellers taking control. Look at this, you see, would be buyers, buyers, buyers. If they don't take control, don't look for this. New high. Thirty-five seconds. Yes. Volumetric movements. Crude.
Order filled.
Just 20 minutes already since the open. No, sorry, the 40 minutes since the open. And close this. Here the 60, the high is 85. Are we ready for a pullback to what? Here, 27. 27. Sellers are not in control. Ticks are positive. There's one delta candle negative. 59. I don't know if this has legs. 60. Sellers are not in control. Refresh. Refresh. Here are buyers in control. 54. 64. 40. 70. We're heading to the highs again. With bulls in control, buyers in control. Simple stocks, equities. We are trading near the highs in key equities. Nvidia at the high. Google is the only one that retraced. Ticks positive across the board. Internals. Positive, positive. Here, 80 lines coming. SPX. Flattish delta candle with 5 seconds. So we have positive, negative, flat, and not looking great for shorts here. Yeah? Apple trading higher, Broadcom, yeah, Tesla. 15. So in 2 minutes the 15-minute candle closes. Delta negative price action is not coming down. Sellers are not in control. 76.80. Sellers are not in control. 77 now, it seems, at the 80. It is going to bring the high. Yes, not there yet. Their new high, 81. 87 new high is going to 100. Ticks are negative in the NQ positive, negative on the ES. These stocks are all trading higher. Shorts, ticks 0, 101. Not retracement. From 5. Patient, yeah, patient. YM trading a bit lower range on RTY. But yes, at the high of the day, NQ at the high of the day, 108. Sellers are still not in control. They retrace. Sellers are not still in control with this little retracement. Now started here. First, I see 1 more minute for the candle. And we do see sellers here. But not here. Not here, 93. Top equities still looking toppy, but not retracement at all. Not even what Broadcom, what Amazon. These 2 weeks here, 82, but 20 seconds for that candle to close. But nothing. Let me see, bears showed up here, bears in control, 600 contra the difference. Here same, 77. 84. The bears did not show up here. Okay, they show up here at this double top here for 940. But now giving back up, bears in control, refresh, bulls. No significant volume, it went to 71. Positive delta got negated. Bulls in control. Look at this. 94. See if the sellers show up at the same place. I don't see them. I don't see the sellers here. I don't see them. New high on ES. Bulls in control, pressing ES new highs. Not showing again. This was what, 107, 30-point retracement. Positive delta again.
Suffield.
Yeah, that was painful. Done. Let me make this simpler. Yes, it's 0.4, 0.3, yes, 0.5, and Q. So I'm back, and look at this. The market retrace a little bit. Here you can see retrace a little bit. Another 40, another 30 points. Now refresh, and look at this. The market retrace. Back 29s.
Order filled.
If I can do it now. Pulse in control, refresh. Key stocks here. So 1 hour passed. Some of these stocks retrace from the high. Ticks are turning positive. Retrace here to back to 600, which was a high value. AD line improving, SPX retrace, what was it? 6-7 points away again. Key sectors are down, some sectors are down from the open. Neutral balance 32, 33. $35, $34. I said neutral. What's this? Mm. $42, a seller popped here, but bulls in the 3 minutes, flattish. 42. It needs to go to the highs to see if bears show up or not. That means going back to 53. But top equities not trading at the highs except Apple. 45 again. Flattish, right? The delta is just 200 ticks are positive at nothing. 42 again. It's at 55, 56. Sellers here with 40 contracts. $48 printed, like back to 47. Mm, 56, 57, this need to trade. If not, our sellers are going to take control. Most likely here. The delta is flat, 1 more minute, but very compressed candle. Here. Yeah, you see. They're going to tag me. Let's go. This down pressure ticks are coming down. Who is in control? It's flattish. 44. They're going to tag me, get me out for moving the stop. Let's see if it goes to the 50s and then to 58. This is the point. Let me see. 50 didn't print 60. Now we get 60. 62. Yes, and the bears. These stocks. Only Apple is pushing Microsoft resistance, but likely to do 40 more cents. Broadcom ticks are now coming down. Watch ticks. Ticks is now coming down. We have 15 minutes here. Let's check time frame, 2 days. 10 minutes. Time frame, Monday. Give us. See. It went to 67 and now gave 10 point back. Bull still in control. $58. Refresh and refresh. Sellers a little bit. The top candle shows sellers on top. The delta is still positive, but they follow a candle with positive delta, negative delta, but positive price action. I don't like that specifically. Most likely I'm getting back out here. We're back at 58 area. Yeah, bears in control, but price is not really coming down. Very close. Back to 58, 60. So the push was to the upside, now 64. Was a new high. Retracement again, new sellers showed up there. But in the last minutes, yeah, look at this, 57. The retracement, now there are sellers, the negative delta in this candle. So if buyers don't show up here, this is the one that is going to be negative delta candle with negative price action. Patient, today's day is patient. We are forming the top. Yes, more sellers. Look at this. Yes, more sellers again. Only Apple keep pressing. It got out of the $64. Oh, Tesla, 4% Tesla. Microsoft 3, Google 0.8. I didn't realize Tesla was this strong. We talked about this TSLA. In this trend line, we draw this trend line at the open. And why didn't an hour ago, at 370, $7 away. $7 away. These stocks are pushing now. Apple 80. 71. What was the high here? 86. I want. Let's go just to 200. 26, 200. Let's go. Let's do it. Discord. I want to see 85, 80, something like that. I'm waiting to see. New sellers on top. But look at this, a buyer's kind that holding it. Let me refresh. Let me refresh here because sellers are in controlling. Yes. 73. The drop before was to 50. This drop here was to 50. This high was 79. Yeah, give or take 10 points. Back to 59, 60. Sellers are now in control. Let's see if this is just to take some liquidity to push us higher, or this is the high. Tesla, Google coming down. This is, we had two back-to-back negative delta candle with price discovery to the upside. Now sellers are in control in this drop. But took the previous low, you took this low. $41, that's now a 30-point drop, similar to the ones we have experienced. Let's see if this is gathering contracts to trade higher, or this is a top. 5. It's 11. Some bulls appears here, quickly negated. Patient, yeah. You see, the bulls showed themselves here. Ticks are positive, back again to positive, and market internals. Market internals, somehow mixed, but volume is keep increasing here. It's something to watch. The SPX. Cumulative positive, 80 line positive. We are 2 points from the high on the ES. Apple away, Tesla away from all-time highs. It's different than before. Now, yes, this was 79.63. We are so close to 200. We're so close to 200. There was a fresh high on the ES as well. Oh, yeah, they got me out. on that spike. I probably regret that. But they will learn their hard way. And then it will get probably to 200. I will regret that, but I am done. I should have added there. In here, should have added here. Push, again, retest. This is just perfect. This is why I have these charts on here. This is too much granularity. So let's do 101. Burst, show up here, show up there. Too much, right? Let's do 120. Yeah, saving this. $85. Okay, guys, I am ending the stream. See you later, and then for the day. Again, I want to see if it gets to 200, right? It's right there. I have that zone marked. $88. This is a key here. I should have added another contract here. Of course, it was not so simple. Yeah? Bulls are now in control. 91 high. Patient, patient, patient. And then I don't have a lot more value to report here. Back to retracement to 87. The 80, 90, 80. So see you guys. Take care and talk to you later. Bye bye. 2 hours stream is good.